Hi Taurus, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. So with that said, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So before we start, I just want to say a massive thank you so much to all of you that pledged as part of my Kickstarter. It truly means the world to me that you helped me hit that goal. If you haven't got your seat yet, please think about getting yours for the winter solstice session. So basically I'll be talking about the spirituality of the solstice itself. Yes, I'll be mentioning the Great Conjunction. There's going to be a whole load of information on the human design aspect of this, how it ties in with the transits, and more importantly what the energies are that we've been working with this entire year going into the following. And then on top of that, if you've ever wanted an FLP session, future life progression, think about past life regression where you go to your past. Future life progression is where you go to your future. The whole session is going to culminate in a session of FLP where I will shoot you off into the future so that you can have a look at what your 2021 has in store for you. You sidestep your challenges, you enhance your blessings. So if you want to get one of those, and it's literally the whole solstice session is a fraction of the cost of what an FLP session is with me. Don't miss out. You can do that on the link in the description box below. So with that said, for your and before we go any further, I just want to say a massive happy holiday season to you. Whatever you do or don't celebrate, I send you so much love from me to you, and I truly hope that this time is a blessed time for you. So your key to the week this week is the Death card, right? What is the skin that you are ready to shed? What is the thing that you are ready to release or to let go of? This is a moment for that. Do it consciously, do it in love, do it in reverence for life itself. This is a moment for you to really think about what it is that you want to welcome into your life. But in order to do that, you have to release something, you have to let something go. And this message has been resounding through all of the readings this week. It just seems to be a part of the energy that we're all under. And it makes sense, right? If we're stepping into a new era with this whole Great Conjunction energy, it would make total sense to me that we're going to have to release something. So what are you ready to let go of? What are you ready to let go through its natural process of dying off out of or from your life? Once you make that decision, things are going to be so much better and easier for you. I truly believe that. The other thing with the Death card as well, very often this talks about our truest desires. When it's all stripped away, when all of our pretense and our fears and all of the, oh no, I can't want that, or I can't do that, when all of that is taken away, what do you really want? In in that part of you, what do you really desire at the depths of who you are? Ask yourself that and be prepared to give yourself that. Be prepared to do whatever you need to do, as long as you're not hurting anybody, including yourself. Be prepared to do whatever you need to do to fulfill those desires. For your actions and options this week, you have the 8 of Swords, right? So you got to get out of your mind this week, my dear Taurians. This is not a time to trap yourself. This is not a time to stay in that place of non-release. It's not a place to stay. It's not a week for you to stay in that place of berating yourself. What and who we've been, if you haven't seen it, please check out the weekly general. What and who you've been has served its purpose. Who you choose to be now is what matters, right? Yeah, 8 of Swords is an actions card as well. Sometimes the thing that holds us back is our inability to act. Sometimes that's the thing that, we say like, oh, I just don't know how to move forward. Make any move, right? Make any move for, obviously not a rash one that's going to hurt you or, anyone that you love, or, you get my point, right? But sometimes action is what's required. Even if it's the wrong action, at least you can come back, start again, come back, think about it. But to stay where you are and do nothing, that's sometimes that's the thing that kills our dreams, right? So think about that this week. For your communications and conversations, you have the Six of Swords. Communications coming in from overseas this week or from at a distance to you. You could be hearing from friends or loved ones. Makes total sense with this type of time of year. What also comes up here though, for those of you that are for those of you that work with others, this could see you really getting very clear on what your path forward is. So for some of you, this is about you literally deciding, right, you know what, in the new year I'm going to look for a new job. For those of you that work for yourself, this is literally you saying to yourself, right, that scarcity mindset, that lack mindset, that inability to act, that procrastination, that's done. For those of you that are retired or don't work anymore, this actually speaks to your energy of asking yourself, where am I best going to be able to serve the world? And more importantly, where am I best going to be able to fulfill my desires? So for some of you, this could literally be you thinking about where you're going to live or where you're going to situate yourself so that you can be of assistance in some way, shape or form. So for those of you that, and you know, it's really nice actually, somebody reminded me of this just recently in the comments, and they said, you know, what about those of us that are retired? So I want to start adding that to the communications and conversations in the work sector, because those people, you know, just because you're retired or you don't work doesn't mean that you're out for the count. You've still got so much to give to the world. All right, so thank you for reminding me of that. For your money and materials, you have the Emperor. So for a lot of you, this is going to be a week where you finally decide and discover or rediscover where it is that you need to put your focus to make more money. So for some of you, this is literally you saying, right, my job is unfulfilling, it doesn't pay me enough, or you know, I'm not happy with that. And what this kind of says to me for a lot of you, in fact for all Taurians, in order to make more money, in order to generate an income, in order to go to that next level that you kind of envision yourself at, let's say, the Emperor suggests that there's going to be some sort of study that needs to be done. So this could be you deciding to take a course. My tarot course is, you know, still floating about out there, just in case. Right, but this could be a course of study. It could be a new qualification. It could be you going after the title or the initials that you need in order to get to that next pay bracket. So money this week in general is going to be good for you, but it's going to really highlight to you, if I want those big bucks, this is what I need. For your health and vitality, look after your noggin this week. There could be a chance that you might really get in your mind about something and it's not going to be the best energy for you. So just, you know, you might end up, and one thing that I've observed over the years actually is that when people have a lot of mental stress, it tends to give them tummy upsets, and including right up to and including ulcers as well. I'm not a medical professional, I can't give you that kind of advice, but it's an observation that I've made. And then for your home and environment, this is kind of king of the castle energy. So this week, even if you've got people around, you could just be like lording it about, like, this is my home. Shut up, peasant, bring me my horn of mead. Sorry, that's just me being a dork. But yeah, there's not like an aggressive vibe in the home, but there's you, like, you're determined to enjoy this week. And I like that. It's like you're determined that everyone's going to have a good time over the holidays, whether they want to or not, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. For your love and relations, you've got the Queen of Cups. For those of you that are partnered in marriages or long-term commitments, this is really nice because it suggests that this week you really are ready to nourish and nurture your relationship in ways that maybe you haven't been able to up until now, you know, for any number of reasons, or it's going to highlight to you where maybe you and your partner have neglected each other, or neglected the relationship as an entity, and this week is going to see you giving time and energy to that, which is lovely. For those of you that are single, this suggests to me there could potentially be a Scorpio person coming into the mix, but it also really suggests as well that for a lot of you, if you are meeting somebody or connecting with someone, this is likely to be either somebody that lives overseas or somebody that is from a very different background or culture to you. It could also be as well that you're connecting with somebody who I was going to say like who almost fulfills a role, but I don't think it's that. I kind of feel like there might be a little bit of an age gap thing going on. Don't necessarily think that's a bad thing though. I really don't. So yeah, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. Take care, and I'll see you soon.